Hi, I'm Casey Jones with Steel Southwest. Today I'm going to be talking about the Steel lithium-ion battery system, also known as the Steel battery combi system. Your customers now have 5 different products to choose from. We have 2 string trimmers, a hedge trimmer, chainsaw, and blower. Can't really talk about the battery system without talking about the battery. The battery is the heart of the system in that the customer buys each of these separately. He buys the charger, the battery, and the machine all separately. He can buy one battery and one charger and run all these attachments. That's why it's referred to as the Steel battery combi system. Before we start talking about the individual products, let's talk about the benefits. First off, 0 exhaust emissions. No exhaust emissions are emitted for these machines because there's no gas. Low noise, low operating costs, low maintenance. The customer doesn't have to fool with gasoline, old gas, or mixing his gas. And also, you don't have to worry about startup. It's instant startup. When you pull the trigger, it's ready to go. So you don't have to worry about knowing, how to start it. If a customer has problems starting gasoline products, these are really nice machines. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the battery is the heart of the system. Like the combi system, the power head is the heart of the system. With the battery system, the battery is the heart. We have 2 different batteries to choose from, the AP80 and the 160. The advantages with these batteries is they're low weight, they're 36 volt, no gradual drop in power. In other words, there's no brown out effect. In other words, when you're using these batteries, they're full power until they're ready to be recharged. Now, your AP80 is your standard battery, and it's really designed for light use, for homeowners, for light, professional. And if your customer is only going to be using the string trimmers or the hedge trimmer, it works just fine for that. Now, however, if your customer is going to be using the chainsaw or the blower, we highly recommend the 160 battery. Now, for charging these batteries, we have 2 different chargers. We have the AL100 and the AL300. The AL100 is the standard charger, where the 300 is the fast charger. It will charge the AP160 battery in less than an hour, and it will charge it up to 80% in 30 minutes. So if you're wanting a really quick charge, the AL300 is what you're going to need. Now, both of these batteries have a little dial on them. All you do is push the little button, and it'll tell you what percentage it is to charged up. All batteries, brand new, will come with a little charge on them. Before operating, you need to fully charge these batteries. Steel claims the best way to store these batteries is with just a little bit of charge, so maybe a quarter to a third charge. Now, another really cool feature about the batteries and machines, for that matter, is that the battery and machine communicate. If you'll notice, there's 4 terminals on here. 2 of them are for the voltage, and 2 of them are for feedback. So if there's a problem with your machine, if your machine's getting too hot, for example, this could spit out a code telling you that something's not right. And it could shut down the power, therefore not harming your machine. Again, we talked about the battery being the heart of the system, and the battery has a serial number. So they will need to be registered. So all the units, the string trimmers, the hedge trimmer, chainsaw blower, and the battery needs to be registered. The charger, however, doesn't need to be registered. It's still considered an accessory. Even though it's considered an accessory, all of these products, the batteries, the chargers, and the units have a 2-year warranty for homeowner and professional use. Now, most of the information that I'll be telling you about are on these price tags. So if you forget, these come in very handy while you're trying to sell the machine to your customer. Now, the first battery-operated product introduced by Steel was this HSA 65. It has industrial blades, 20-inch. They're double-sided. Has an industrial-grade motor. When installing the batteries on these, they're real easy. Just push in and go. It also has a variable speed trigger, so the customer can adjust the amount of speed that he needs for all cutting applications. Now, all the machines will have a safety interlock. You've got to depress this before you pull the trigger. And they also will have another lock. When you push it forward, it unlocks it, and backwards locks it. Also, on the front handguard, you've got this other safety lock. So, in other words, the operator has to have both hands on it in order for the blades to turn. Now again, I told you earlier that all the machines will need to be registered along with the battery. The serial number for this machine is located right on the front of the handguard here. The next two products that were introduced by Stihl were the string trimmers. We have the FSA 65 and the FSA 85. The differences in these two models are that the 65 has a curved shaft and has a 12-inch cutting swath, where the 85 has a straight shaft and has a 14-inch cutting swath. Also, the 85 has a variable speed trigger, where the 65 is either off or on. So there's no variable speed on the 65. Both of these machines come standard with the AutoCut C4-2, so in other words, the customer doesn't have to take the head apart to refill the line. On the 85 becomes standard with this bow. I call it like a bumper guide, what it really is. Customer can put it out in front and protect his flowers or shrubs from the string coming in contact with them. Both of these machines have an industrial grade brushless motor, high quality. And as far as run times on these machines, the 65 with the AP160 battery can run up to 60 minutes. The 85 can run up to 45 minutes. Just as the HSA 65, the trimmers are very easy to use. To install a battery, the battery installs in the back side of it, and all you do is just plug it in. The serial number on these machines are located on the very bottom. This is a BG85 blower. It features a variable speed trigger like the other models, also the lockout switch. It uses a two-stage axial style blower setup, very similar to the BGKM. Very lightweight. It's great for easy cleanups, patios, driveway. And since it's battery operated, no emissions, you can use this indoors. In my opinion, every movie theater in the country ought to own one of these to clean up popcorn and stuff like that. Other nice feature is that it is symmetrical in that you can use it right-handed or left-handed. In fact, it's the only machine we make that is ambidextrous. In other words, you can use it with right hand or left hand. It is a low noise machine with a sound pressure rating of 64 decibels. Also, the serial number is located right here underneath. The newest edition of our battery operated products is the MSA 160 CBQ. And it's called a CBQ. Remember, anytime you see a C, that means there's something special. And what's special about this one is it has the B. The B means it features the quick chain adjuster. If your chain gets loose, all you do is turn this to loosen up the wing nut. And if it's loose, all you do is push this forward, tighten it up. It also features the Q, which is your quick stop, in that when you release the trigger, the chain it doesn't instantly stop, it coasts very quickly. In other words, the chain doesn't continue to spin. So that's where we get the Q. The 160 also features the commercial industrial grade brushless motor, as the other models do. Another safety feature is this integrated chain brake. When it's activated, the machine stops and the chain stops. Another safety feature is this little interlock button. You've got to have it pressed before the chain will spin. Another really neat thing about the saw is the chain. This chain was specifically designed for this saw. It is the 71 PMC chain. It's a 1/4-inch Pico chain. It's a very smooth cutting chain. This chain, compared to the 61 PMMC3, has 21% increased cutting efficiency, 18% reduced vibration, and 33% improved plunge cutting efficiency. Like I said previously, we recommend highly the AP160 battery with the chainsaw, also with the blower. The blower and the chainsaw require more power than any of the products, so we highly recommend the 160 battery. The serial number is located right on the lower handguard here. So who is the customer for these battery operated products? Well, those who are eco-conscious, those who are trying to reduce their carbon footprint, those who are receptive to new ideas. Noise-sensitive areas such as nursing homes, hospitals, universities are great applications for these tools. Now, for more information about these products, you can visit steelusa.com. You can also go to steelacademy.com, and there is 2 modules. There's one module on the HSA 65, and there's one on the FSAs. And they're also featured in the new Steel 101 training module.